All right, everybody. It is 10:13 on February 13th, and the launch date for LG&D 33 is in approximately an hour and 47 minutes. So this truck obviously is themed for Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day is only one day out of the whole entire giveaway, and it so happens to be the launch day. So with that said, it's 10:13. Day before, approximately, like I said, hour and 45 minutes, right before the launch of the giveaway. So what does that mean? The truck took us longer to build than it was supposed to. I'm not shooting this overview video in the middle of nowhere at a shooting spot because we're in the shop, the unfinished shop, where a lot of things are going on. And there's a lot of reasons as to why it took a little bit longer to get done. Some things got held up. There's a lot of moving parts here going on in the shop. There's a lot of moving parts to the build. It's not like our normal leveled F-350s or F-250s. But yeah, I'm not gonna go into why. I'm not gonna go too much into detail as to why it took so long. But nonetheless, it did take a little bit longer than usual. We like to have our giveaways done at least a week before the launch date. And in this case, we're an hour before the launch date. So you're gonna be seeing this overview video right when we launch, maybe a little bit after 12 on Valentine's Day 2023. Now, what does that mean? You're not gonna see all of the stuff that you normally see when we first launch, but either way, all you need to know is the giveaway is launching when it's supposed to, Valentine's Day. If we didn't finish this thing in time, we could have delayed and just not advertised the giveaway until we were ready to go. The launch date in legal writing is the 14th. I could have just not even told you guys that it was launching and then just launched it on the 17th or whatever. But like I said, Valentine's Day is only one day out of the whole entire giveaway, and that was the whole reason for making this truck the way it looks. We could have done any other color scheme. So that's why we were so pertinent to do it and get it done. And we did, thanks to the team. That's why we're all here right now. Sal's not part of the team, but he's kind of, he lends a hand. So we put in a ton of time. They put in more time than I have in this thing. I did the finishing touches. But nonetheless, it came out gorgeous. We literally just saw it for the first time hit the ground 2 hours ago. So I don't have much to say about how it looks. I only got a few different angles, but I love the way it came out. So it's a 2022. It's a 2022. A lot of different year trucks that we do. The next truck is 2023. So this is a 2022 F-350 Powerstroke. It's a Platinum. We've done some King Ranches. We've done some Limiteds, but for the most part, we do Platinums. So this one has the full black interior. I'm kind of going all over with this thing. I'm already talking about the interior. Normally we do the exterior first, but it's been a long day. Very, very long day. So let's try and make this somewhat quick. Let's start with the exterior first though. Okay, so the wrap. It's Vampire Red. 3M Vampire Red. I was maybe confusing the brands, but it's 3M Vampire Red. I just explained this because I also just finished the build vlog, which you can see on the Lab CT's channel, which Owen will put a little bubble right here for you to go to that channel. So all the build vlogs get put on there. You can actually watch us build these, and now the shop's opening up, you can watch us build all of the customers' vehicles too. But nonetheless, we do post the build vlogs for the giveaway trucks there. And I was just going over this, but the reason being that on this truck, you see a lot more black than I wanted to originally see, is because this wrap, it's not just a flat red, it is a metallic flat red. And let's start over. The factory color, not start over completely, Owen got scared. So the factory color is the ruby red. Now if you look at the outside of the truck, it's not that far off. That was not planned. I just saw this color and I really, really liked it. And we couldn't really find too many black trucks, and actually there was none available really at all across the country. Where was this truck from? Massachusetts. It's very rare that we come across trucks in Connecticut anymore. So we ship them from all over the country. The next truck we already purchased it. We're gonna have it this week. We gotta get it picked up. That's in New Hampshire. The truck before this one was in North Carolina, no, Ohio. They come from all over the place. Doesn't matter where it is, whoever has what we need in stock, we search for that truck specifically, only what we want. It's not let's see the options, it's we search for what we want, whoever has it, we call them all up. Sometimes the options are very slim and there's only a few options to choose. And we always end up with one truck, and wherever it's coming from, it's coming from. So sometimes it's very far, sometimes it's not so far. But this one was from Massachusetts. So anyways, weren't many black trucks available. There was the ruby red one. We had to make a decision quick. It was about a week too late on the decision, which that's one reason as to why we're where we are. We just finished the truck, but again, there's a couple other reasons. A couple other things got held up, some things got screwed up, some things needed to be redone. Anyways, so it's the factory ruby red color, and it matches pretty good. So the door the door jambs not being wrapped, which we don't do on giveaway trucks because it is a lot more work. And if we're gonna do it for a customer, people are like, why didn't you wrap the door jambs? Because it's a little more work. And why would we do that? Just for you to pull off the wrap. Most of the time, the trucks are black. So black in the door jambs doesn't look bad with whatever color it is outside. Also, this one doesn't look bad because, like I said, the wrap matches almost identically. It's almost as if we wrapped the outside of the vehicle in satin stealth PPF, paint protection film, which would have given this effect, right? Making the red satin. Now, PPF is more expensive. So I like the factory ruby red, but I like this color more. If we were to wrap this in PPF, that material is a lot thicker, it's a lot more expensive, so it would be more expensive and it would take longer. So the better option was to go with this wrap. It was just a little bit cheaper, probably a few $1,000s cheaper, and it looks pretty damn good. And it protects the paint. So again, if you guys ever want to take this off, you easily could, but that's not why we do it. We do it so that you can keep it like this because at the end of the day, we put a lot of time into this thing, into all our giveaway trucks. So as I was saying before I started talking about the factory ruby red and all that, there's a lot of key points to touch on in this video. So come over here. So originally, this is only one of the things that set us back, was we matched the paint. My painter matched the paint as good as he could. Now, the problem was that his best try wasn't 100% spot on. This we kept in the red that he actually had sprayed everything in. So these mirrors were painted red. It would have looked awesome with the mirrors painted red. We didn't paint, so you can, there's so many different things, different directions I'm going in right now. I'm sorry if I look like shit, like you care. Anyways, basically you can wrap parts after you paint them gloss black. As long as they're gloss, you can't wrap textured plastic. So the factory mirrors are textured plastic. You can't wrap that, it won't stick to textured plastic. It needs to be a smooth surface. So with that said, you could just prime them and paint them, but why would you do that? Because then after you take it off, you have a primed surface. So we just paint all the parts that we want to wrap. If we can't match paint to wrap, we'll paint them gloss black and then we'll wrap them. But usually we never do it with mirrors because you cannot get in all these crevices without it looking like absolute shit. No matter how good of a wrapper you are, I promise you, you will never get wrapped to look good on mirrors and last. Fight me on that. But anyway, so every single piece of plastic that we had painted on this truck was done in the red. It was done in this red. Now you can't really see too much of a difference here, but I promise you there is a difference in the color. It might be slight, but if these mirrors were done in that red, see that gap right there? There is no gap right here. You would see that, and I didn't want that. So I said, all right, stop what you're doing, re-prep all the parts, sand them all down, do them in gloss black. So that pushed us back about a week and a half to 2 weeks on just the paint. Now, when we have all these pieces off of the truck, obviously when we get them back, we need to do more work. We need to assemble the mirrors. We give these to our painter completely disassembled. Same thing with the headlights, completely disassembled. Everything needs to be assembled. So everything gets torn down to each individual piece where it can't be torn down anymore, so that all our painter has to do is prep, paint, and then we put it together. Now, if you start painting badges like this by taping or just spray over them, you're gonna start getting globs in all the places where, in all of the sections where the plastic meets the plastic, where one piece meets another piece. It's not the right thing, it's not the right way to do things. So yeah, we had to repaint. Another thing was the lift kit took a little bit longer to come in because of how custom it is. It's not really like insanely custom. He sells these kits, PMF sells these kits, but sometimes they just ran out of a part or what they have in stock and what they still have to make. Now they do make it relatively quick, but it took a month to come in. So it maybe a little, I don't know. We got it, but it came in a little bit later than we expected it to come in. Granted, he does do custom stuff for us, like this top plate for the coilovers. We have the same thing on the traction bars. It says LG&D 33. So again, it's not a kit that you would just buy and it's in stock. It's not a Ready Lift. It's not a Rough Country. It's not a Cognito. These kits are made by one man who owns a company and his team. Okay, so shit happens. It is what it is. But at the end of the day, we got it done. We're here. We're talking about it. We're laughing about it. Not really. We're not laughing about it because we're tired. But let's get into the rest of the truck. I'm talking too much. Okay. So, Vampire Red wrap. Painted red to match. It matches. Let's just go with it matches. It looks good. Okay. I'm going to go with this. I'm going to say this. The only parts that you see that are painted red are the only parts that still would look good red that you can't tell that it's a slightly different color. Okay, let's just say that. We'll leave it at that. Gloss black painted mirrors. Insides of the mirror reflectors are painted in red. These are painted in gloss black, the mirror caps, and then wrapped in red. Coming over here, insides of the headlights painted in the red, and then the reflectors are painted gloss black. We have the clear reflector, the clear marker lens right there, that little slit right there. That is from Clear's Manufacturing. Our grille surround is wrapped in red. Our emblem, you could kind of see the color difference here. And you know what sucks is that sometimes when you get parts too late doing a giveaway and you want to change it, like I saw this, it was too late to wrap. You can't wrap this. See that little dot right there? I mean, you could wrap it, but I'd rather not. It's not the right way to do that. It's too tight of a gap here. And then if you're folding over the edge, which is the correct way to wrap, then it would have to squeeze in there and it would be a very tight fit and it wouldn't fit right. Now, if you wrapped only on the face and just, razor bladed around the edge, then it would probably easily come off. So again, stuff like that. The cab lights were mistakenly done in red, they were done in red with the first batch when he first painted everything. And it was too late to send back and say, hey, do these in gloss black, because we got those back like 2 days ago. So, moving on. The bars in the grille are painted in gloss black, powder coated, tow hooks, gloss black, wrapped front bumper, which is originally, it's not chrome. Platinums come with color match bumper, so this was originally ruby red. Our valance, which was painted in the red, unfortunately, had to paint the gloss black. And then we wrapped it in the red. Coming on down, wrapped door handles, wrapped gloss black window trims. Our four tail lights were beautifully painted with a border, a red border, which would have looked awesome, and tinted on the inside. So only the border over here was red, and everything else was tinted. Looked awesome. Had to sand it all down and do it. And that's exactly how they went to the painter. And here they are, back. Exactly how they went to the painter after being painted. Anyways, this was red, is now gloss black. Painted emblem, gloss black, and painted red. Painted little chrome trim on the tailgate handle. Wrapped rear bumper. And we have a black bordered decorate light. So my whole thing was the red doesn't really match. Instead of doing a tint, the truck's red, let's just do red taillights. Coming over, we have, let's start back up front. Before I forget, the truck has 20 LED rock lights, LG&D rock lights. Get a close up on these bad boys. Those things are available on the site. They will also be available in store for purchase, or you can come have us install them on your truck. But the cool thing is with our rock lights, not only will they last just as long as your truck, I stand by that. Also one of the brightest on the market, but they also get you entered to win the truck. So if you buy the rock lights, you get them done here, you get entered to win the truck, or if you buy them online, do them yourself, you still get entered to win the truck. So this is where we start getting into the powder coat and the lift kit and the wheels and tires. There's gonna be some things I forgot. I don't walk around with a sheet that has every single part, the name of every single part on it, unfortunately. So I'm not gonna remember some of the things, but I know the sizes. Okay, so 26 by 14 concave American Force wheels in black and milled finish, gloss black I should add. LG supply code ×2 on the lips engraved. Are they billet? Yes, they are. I have to check. So black and milled, powder coated and milled. Billet center caps, spiked lug nuts, powder coated red. Full PMF lift kit. So this is where I go into the breakdown of all the parts of the PMF lift kit. Okay, so we have King coilovers, powder coated black coils with the resis. Resi shocks, 2.5 Kings to the side. Factory sway bar powder coated red. PMF sway bar end links. Those are extendable. So if you ever go up with this truck or you go down with the, I mean, you can't really go down, but if you ever go up more, since these are bottomed out, you could bring those up more. So if you were to span this even more or get new coilovers or get whatever, a new lift, if you go up more with the truck, most of the parts on this kit are reusable, are usable, and you just have to adjust them. So, PMF track bar drop. That's a big boy. You won't see the eagle unless you get up front. Dropping down low, we got King stabilizers. Again, all the King stuff comes from PMF. So King stabilizer, the PMF steering stabilizer kit, which comes with that center bracket and the 2 end brackets over there. PMF diff covers, front and back, red with the black eagles. We have an adjustable. See, that nut needs to be tightened. Good thing I'm looking at it, huh? Okay. Red powder coated adjustable PMF track bar. If you try lifting your truck with some janky ass spacers off of eBay and you don't get an adjustable track bar, if you're going above 2.5 inches, your track will be off and you will be very upset, and you're gonna have to order something, and then you're gonna have to wait, and your truck's still apart in your driveway. So get an adjustable track bar if you plan on going anything more than probably, get an adjustable track bar if you're going more than 2 inches up, okay? Just the right way to do it. PMF 3-link bars. So you could do 4-link or you could do 3-link. The 3-link, you could only go up to, I believe, 9-inch lift on them. After that, you're gonna run out of threads on your Heim on the lower bar. So I like the look of these ones more. The 4-link are much beefier, they drop lower, but I love these because they kind of match the look of the traction bars. So we'll go center of the truck here. We have a factory step here, powder coated in red, and the trim, if you guys have ever done these before, you know that this trim is not easy to get off. But the trim is done in gloss black, powder coated red steps. So the whole reason that we powder coat those instead of paint them, and again, if we even painted them, it wouldn't match. Honestly, the red powder coat matches better than the red paint. But powder coat, because powder coat lasts longer, it's much more durable. If you step on this with rocks, you might scratch it up a tad, but it's not going to take off or chip the finish. Coming over, we got LG 33 traction bars, gusseted by PMF with the faceplates. It's a new service they offer with the faceplates. Obviously, they come with the bottom-mounted traction bar mounts. I believe it's a 7.5-inch block. Nonetheless, it's a PMF block with the bump stop flanges on the other side. You'll see them from the back. Powder coated red factory hitch. This is where you can actually see that the powder coat match is pretty damn good. King 2.5s in the back as well. Obviously, it's not really too obvious, but every single one of these shocks has PMF billet resi clamps that are all powder coated in red. And then our diff cover, of course, just like the front, red with the black eagle. 2-inch spacers, I didn't mention that, did I? We have a bed cover, it's not on yet, but we will be putting it on. The inside of the bed is factory red. So I was like, we should probably cover that up because it's a little bit different than the outside. So we have a bed cover, we're gonna put that on tomorrow. We're gonna tighten up that nut on the track bar in the front. The roof wrapped gloss black. Okay. All right. Stock emissions. I didn't mention the steel braided extended brake lines in the front because it's lifted. It would just pop your factory brake lines. Okay, in the inside, it is a basic not really basic. It's a very nice interior, but I've seen so many of them. I'm so ready for the new updated Fords because we've had these interiors for the past like 6 years. 2017 they came out with this interior, and they have yet to deliver something new, but it's coming I think next year. I'm excited for all the new trucks to come out. So excited because we've been doing the same stuff over and over for a couple years now. But nonetheless, a lot of people will have never had this in their life and may never have this in their life. So to give you the opportunity to have something like this is awesome. But I'll go over it. Again, it's not a Ford commercial. I'm not a Ford rep. I can't go over every single little detail in the infotainment system and in the dash and all the... It's the compressor. Okay, so on this truck, I'm gonna go over quickly. It is a 2022, so you do have the larger screen from the previous years. Is the key in here? Yes, it is. The sound system on the Ford, I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm gonna be straight up. The sound system on the Fords is absolutely trash, okay? Absolutely the worst sound system I've ever heard in any type of vehicle. A 2002 Civic has a better sound system than this thing. Like it makes no sense. It's a good system too. It doesn't say it up here. What is it now? It's freaking
Bang & Olufsen.
It's Bang & Olufsen, yeah. They make good stuff, and it sucks. Absolutely sucks. Ram and GM have the best speakers in the industry. Ford, I really hope that you guys updated your sound system for 2024. If not, I'm gonna write a letter. Okay, so again, quick features of this thing. You have massage seats. You can activate those by pressing this button right here. It comes up. Oh, shit. Yeah, there it is. Yep, see? Can you see that? Mm-hmm. Okay. Or you can go into the screen and do it. All black leather on this one. Obviously, don't need to mention that. Not gonna talk about the Witcher again. We're gonna talk about the cool features. Full moonroof. Now, GM and Dodge are slacking because they don't have that. They also don't have massage seats. But I think I would much rather take a very good sound system over massage sheets than a full massage sheets and a full moonroof. You know what I mean? Like, you can turn this thing up all the way to the max, and you could still hear the person directly next to you, or even in the back, whispering to you. Like, crazy. So 360 cameras, obviously. Some of the best cameras on the market, I think. They're all good now. They all have 360 cameras. If you get the fully loaded trucks from any brand nowadays, GM, GMC, Chevy, Ram, or Ford, they all have 360 cameras if you're getting the fully loaded top of the line truck. But let's see, what other cool features does it have? It does have keyless entry. So if you hold, I don't have the key in my hand, so it's not gonna do it, but if you hold right here, it'll unlock. If you press that, if you just touch that, it'll lock. You could also do the code. I never use the code. You have a lot of space back here. So it may not be a mega cab, but the Fords have always been known to have a good amount of leg space for your rear passengers. You do have heated seats in the back. You have a outlet and I believe mini USBs, right? Again, not a Ford commercial. Not meant to go over every single little detail of the inside and the features of the truck. Just supposed to go over what we did to the truck, but I'm still doing it. So, seats don't recline. It's not a mega cab. You have like 8 cup holders in this thing. You have 2 here. You have 4 in the front. That's the coolest thing of this. All right, let's count the cup holders actually. All right, 2, 1. So 2, 3, 4, 6. 7, 8, 9, 10, and then, as some of you know, you can slide that over. 11, 12. It's a lot of damn. So that's the cool thing about the Fords and the Rams. They have a lot of damn storage for cups and bottles, so you can go on a long road trip with these things. Yeah, it's just good. I hate cars that have like 1 or 2 cup holders, or 3 or 4, and they're small. Like these are one of the coolest features of Ford. A lot of cup holders. Okay, tint. We have 20% over the factory 20%, which equals out to 5 on the back 2 windows and the back window itself. On the front we have 5, so these 2 match. On the windshield we have 35%. didn't talk about the lights, so I will now. The only lights that we actually changed in this thing are the cab lights. Those are Recon white LED cab lights painted in red. Our mirror lights are painted red with LED switchbacks.
Yeah, those go.
Okay. I don't know what's going on with Ford's key. So, switchbacks. When you signal, they turn amber. When you're driving, they're white. Factory signal in the headlights. We didn't change any LEDs in the headlights. The only reason that that's even white is because it's a factory white LED. But normally that little strip, that little slit right there, is an amber lens. So we changed it out with the clear. You get a nice white LED. Okay, everybody. So you saw the truck. You saw the shirt too. This is a new shirt. New drop for LG 33. So if you like the shirt, if you like the truck, even if you don't like the shirt, go to the website, see what we have. We always drop new stuff for the giveaways. And again, we're opening up the retail store inside the lab, second floor of the front. So you can come in and check out the drops in person. I like to touch and feel things much more than I like to just click buy. So I think you guys would appreciate that, coming in, seeing the clothes, trying on the clothes. We're gonna have a fitting room. You could actually try it on before you buy it instead of buying, oh, this doesn't fit me, sending it back. But even if you're not local to Connecticut or the surrounding states, you should still go to the website, because again, you can't win if you don't get entered. We've done this 32 times now. This is 33. So 32 people, actually 32 is not awarded yet. We still don't have a winner for it because it's only been, what, 5 days since we, 4 days since we, 3. It ended Friday.
God.
It's been 3 days. Today's Monday. So we don't have a winner yet. It's gonna be another few days before we do have a winner, but we've successfully awarded 31 big giveaway vehicles with a ton of cash every single time. You could ask any of the past winners, is it real? How did it happen? It's 100% legit. Like, obviously don't believe things on the internet, but I have nothing to hide, okay? So you could win this thing at $50,000 in cash like we do every single month. One lucky person will win it. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of who. And that lucky person could be you, but not if you don't get entered. So click the link in the description below. You do have until March 26th to get entered, but I would not wait, because what we've been doing lately is offering the highest entry multiplier at the beginning of the giveaway. And guess what? It does not come back. So if you want the best odds, the first week of the giveaway is the best time to get entered. The giveaway entry multiplier goes down as the time goes on. So basically you get a penalty for waiting longer. So if you like the truck, I suggest you decide now if you want to get entered, because like I said, now's the best time to do it. So that truck, 2022 F-350 Powerstroke, Platinum Powerstroke, beautifully done, and $50,000 in real cash are going to one person. Don't let it slide. You only have a month and a half. Go get yourself entered. We're tired. This was a long video. I started at 10:14. It's now 10:43. So it's time to go, guys. Giveaway launches in an hour. I hope you enjoyed the overview video, and I hope you enjoy the content of this thing and all of the past giveaways and all of the future giveaways. I'm going to bed. Have a good night.